All those apps gives me newsletters every day, things to read up
Wow. Yeah.
on both breastfeeding, the pregnancy journey, everything
Wow.
involving the pregnancy, even till even after you had your baby, the breastfeeding, everything, all the information you need to know, they have it there. So I used to read up a lot on those apps,
Mm.
and there is nothing I would say. The only thing I would say I would have done differently was to get an electric pumping machine
Mm.
to pump those breast milk. Because I didn't have to take anything for my breast milk to be
To
to
be
have breast milk.
run. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So in fact, if I get to take something like yogurt or oats, I had to stop taking all those things because when I take them, my breast milk will be flowing. My my my
Mm.
my top, my dress was always messed up. I was changing
Mm.
I was changing breast pads often
All the
every
time.
time. But then I was
Yeah.
like, when am I going to stop this? I'll sleep on the bed. By the time I wake up,
It's wet.
everywhere is soaked
Yeah.
with breast milk. So I didn't. I think what I would have done differently was to pump the breast milk
Extra
and pack
milk.
them.
Right. Everything is going to breastfeeding. There's a lot of emphasis on try to breastfeed your baby. Breastfeeding is
Mm-hmm.
healthy. Breastfeeding is better for the baby and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an individual thing. It's a personal thing. It's a personal choice thing. I don't mind breastfeeding. I don't mind formula, and I have an open mind. You know,
Yeah.
even if I didn't, my baby has made me to have an open mind.
Yeah.
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 you know. So it's a good thing we have formula out there to help, supplement the breast as well.
Okay.
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 So now let's talk about pump. Oh, no, this is a different one. Okay. Do you think society disapproves of formula feeding? And I'm going to ask Brittany that question first. Do you think there's something about formula feeding that the society disapproves of?
Yes, like programs like WIC.
Oh yeah,
I have WIC, and they are
yeah.
so
Strict.
against formula.
Mm.
And when you tell them that you're breastfeeding, they clap for you. They give you props. They
Mm.
have breastfeeding
Wow.
rooms to
Nice.
make you feel comfortable. They have
Yeah.
breastfeeding classes to make, if you're latching and you're having a hard time latching, they make it like that. But I think before I got pregnant, like
Mhm.
probably about like 7 years ago, it was like frowned upon because
Mm.
um
Not
showing your breast is
acceptable.
not, yeah, it's
Yeah.
not acceptable. But personally, I don't care because
Yeah.
my thoughts of you looking at my breast or feeding my child is not going to
Yeah.
be more important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I fed in the car. Like I was sitting in the parking lot in front of Target or in front
Yeah.
of Walmart. And even in grocery stores, now I see people in general
People just relaxing and feeding their babies.
breastfeeding. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just want to like clap for them because
Yeah.
for us as first time moms or second time moms, we
Yeah.
get ridiculed for
Yeah.
breastfeeding in public because,
Yeah.
oh, my son sees breasts. And I said, but you got to understand, it's like you educate your kid,
Yeah.
that's not going to be a problem.
Right.
But I feel like formula was really convenient that back in the day because my mom and my grandma used to get milk from a can, from like a
Mm.
can, like condensed milk, and
Mm.
that's what they would drink, and that was for years.
Mm.
So for my family, I was like, I'm breastfeeding. They had no idea. Like they had like, oh my gosh, why are you not just giving them formula?
Formula.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is natural. And they're like, no, formula is fine. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so it's just about, I guess, cultures and I guess about different things. But I love the natural approach. So I try to educate my family because they're from the days where it comes in a can. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, Dorcas, about formula? Do you think society disapproves of it?
Yeah, I think the world is changing right now. So
Right.
in terms of breastfeeding,
Yeah.
so I think personally I think it's like 50-50.
Mm.
50% of the society disapproves of it, while
Yeah.
the other 50 percent approves of it. So um but now the healthcare providers, the doctors, the nurses, they are really encouraging breastfeeding, especially exclusive breastfeeding. When you
Right.
like, when I go for appointments, maybe the well baby visits, they are always like, "Are you exclusively
Like,
breastfeeding? Are you breastfeeding? Are you
yeah.
breastfeeding?"
Yeah.
So they are really encouraging people to breastfeed their baby exclusively against formula feeding. So for me, with my parents, my mom, when I told her she told me to do so, but at the
Mm.
same time, she was like, "You're supposed to be giving your baby water. How can you
Oh
be
yeah.
breastfeed a baby without giving water?"
Water.
Really, because today, there's a difference. Their own
Yeah.
era is different from
It's
our own
different from
era.
now.
So I had to constantly tell her that breast milk contains like 90 to 95% of water.
Water. Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
give water again? So there is no need for that. I'll just wait till when he's
It's
6. So she
time.
was like, when he's 6 months old, he's not
Right.
going to take water, but my baby can drink water from morning till night without. I'm always stopping him from drinking water because anytime he sees, he will just want to. If he
He wants
doesn't
to
finish the
drink.
water in the sippy cup, he won't rest. He won't rest for the
Yeah.
night. So
Yeah.
he likes water a lot.
Yeah.
So,
So, like I
so
think I said this before about in the past, it was all
mhm.
about formula, formula, formula. I know my mom breastfed all of us, six of us, but then
Wow.
talking to my husband about breastfeeding, his mom had, I think, 9 children, and
Hmm.
they all use formula. And not because she couldn't breastfeed her 9 children, but because the healthcare professionals that she was working with told her that formula was the best option for her babies. So none
Hmm.
of her babies breastfed. Um, they all, they all had formula, and
Hmm.
nobody frowned against formula then. It was acceptable in the society.
Hmm.
Everybody knew that was the way to go, and I don't think that they frowned against breastfeeding as well, but I don't think they
Hmm.
encouraged exclusive breastfeeding like they are
Breastfeeding.
doing
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
times do change, and I think
Hmm.
that as they research, as scientists are researching
Yeah.
these different topics about life, about breastfeeding, about motherhood, about babies, new ways of doing things will be coming up, or maybe old ways of doing things will be coming up. Maybe they go back to the old ways, and because I don't think that um, our ancestors in the old days I don't think they had formula. Who would make it? How would they make it? I think they exclusively breastfed, until
Yeah.
yeah, I think they did. So society is constantly changing, and now
Yeah.
currently we're getting this exclusive breastfeeding thing. Who knows what's going to happen in 10 years or 20
Yeah.
years?
Exactly.
Who knows?
Who knows? Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about pumping. We did say a little bit about, we talked about pumping a little bit, but let's see if
Mhm.
we can talk about it some more. Um,
Okay.
how does pumping play into your breastfeeding scenario, Brittany?
I don't pump. I don't
Oh,
pump at all. I have a pump. I probably have two pumps, but I don't
Wow.
like the pump. I don't like how it draws your boob. I don't like it. It makes you feel like a cow. Like
very
you're
uncomfortable.
pumping.
Yeah.
Like you're
Wow.
just sitting there getting milk from somebody. And I just feel like for me to have her close to me, have that bond, have her looking at me, have her being able to touch her, not
Yeah.
at a machine that goes. No, I don't like it at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Okay. So Dorcas, what do you,
For
I
me,
think you already, yeah.
yeah, I don't have a pumping machine. I have the manual one, but I wasn't it's
You're
just
not
there.
using it.
I'm
Yeah.
not using it, so
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really have experience with pumping like that. So
Yeah, I do pump, but it's not my favorite thing to do. I just have to do it, every single day because when you have milk, sometimes it gets overwhelming. Even you start having this swelling under your
yeah,
underarms, and it's just too much milk. You need to do something to it. I
yeah,
was asking my mom, and I said, in the old days where there were no breast pumps and your breast was producing too much milk for your baby, what did you
mm,
do? And she said they just pressed the breast without, no pump, just use their hands and pressed it and let it, like
yeah,
throw it away. They threw excess breast milk away.
mm,
So yeah, but now with the pumps, I mean, it's convenient, but it's
yeah.
not at all comfortable to me. And
So
Brittany, you know,
for
I
as
me,
don't
much,
like it. And it
yeah, I
doesn't
don't
get
like
all
it.
the milk. Like that they say, oh, well,
Mm-mm,
it gets all the milk. I said,
no,
I've experienced, I didn't like the electric one because I feel like I'm just sitting there. I tried the manual ones with my first one and I was like, I was like, I just don't like the
but
experience. I don't at
yeah,
all. It's so uncomfortable because when they're
yeah,
like sucking on your boob, it's like a more relaxing feeling.
yeah, very
But when
yeah,
something's
natural.
pulling,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
oh, I
True.
don't like it.
So for me,
Okay.
when I was in Gospel, I used like
No.
a warm towel, washcloth, and
Mm-hmm.
just put it around, like try to like massage it a little bit. Then the breast milk will just be flowing on its own. Then I'll
No
be
need for
relieved.
pumps.
No need. I couldn't stress myself.
Yeah. Okay. So, what what kind of overall support did you have after birth? We know that the whole birth thing is a lot of work, physical work, emotional work, psychological work. And we can't do it on our own. We do need help occasionally. So, what kind of overall support did you get after birth, Brittany?
Um, it depends on my birth. Don't do that. It depends on my birth. My first one, I had a lot of support. My
Yeah,
second one was, it just didn't go with the timing and everything. So I was here by myself with the kids the majority of the time. The
yeah,
third one, I had more support. So it just depends on my birth.
right.
Um,
Um, Dorcas, what about you? What kind of support did overall support did you get?
Okay, for me, I had my baby in August, and it was during the pandemic. So
Mm,
uh, a lot of people offered to help, but I couldn't accept that help because
mm,
from the hospital, I was being warned not to accept visitors in order not to risk the baby's health and my health,
yeah,
that we are both vulnerable to anything, with the pandemic and what was happening.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
um, it was the first week I had someone, because I didn't know if I had the baby, but I didn't know. You know how you feel you're ready. I'm going to face this, even if no one is going to come. It's just me. I can do it. But when it happened, I was like, what do I do with this baby now? Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
just know what to
What
do.
to
I
do?
was
Yeah.
so confused. How do I birth this baby? Is this baby going to be like this? Like, when I got home, I was asking myself a lot of questions.
Questions.
But fortunately for me, where I worship, the women leader came. She offered to help. That was the only help I accepted. She came. She helped me to birth the baby. Even the hospital, they were supposed to send some nurses, because as a first time mom, nurses are supposed to come to your house to help you and few things you don't know. And my mom is
Mm.
not here. It's just me. My husband does not have a clue of about
What's
anything.
going on?
So
Yeah.
yeah, so um, she came for about a week to help me birth my baby, to teach me, show me what to do. But she was constantly on her mask. My husband did
Oh
not let her remove.
man.
So I
Take
really
it
felt
off.
sorry
Yeah.
for her. Yes. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
but I got calls. I used to speak with my mom often,
Yeah.
with my friends. Some of them, like I mentioned in my postpartum video, about postpartum depression. That's, I think
Yeah.
that's my video. So I speak with my husband constantly, express
Yeah.
myself. I was just vulnerable to him. However, I was feeling then, how, even if it means sometimes I'll just break down, I'll cry,
Mm.
but it would just be like, this baby, we've been waiting for this baby for a while. So you
Yeah.
have to take care of. It's not easy. Other women face this as well. I know.
Yeah.
So just talk to me and make me like
Feel
cheer me
better.
up, yeah, to
Yeah.
feel better. And I
Yeah.
also talk with some of my friends, like we just be on phone call for hours.
Talking
So
about everything
yes,
motherhood.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So I had a pregnancy body then. We had a baby. My baby came at 36 weeks. So though she was like 4 weeks ahead of me. So my baby
Mm.
came early. So
Mm.
we had a baby the same time, 2 days apart. So
Right. So
we're
you
able
had
to share.
somebody.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That was
Yeah.
the support I got
You
as well.
had.
Yeah, yeah. So
What about you? Hold on, Dorcas. How long did your mom stay?
my mom, she didn't come. I only
Okay.
speak with her on phone. Yeah,
Wait, I
we
thought you
talk
said
on
she had.
phone.
I thought you said your mom was there and your husband said she had to have a mask on.
Oh, not my mom. I mean, where I worship, the women leader.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay.
she
Okay,
came to
okay.
help. Yeah,
Will help you.
yeah, for
Okay.
about a week, there about,
Yeah.
I
until
just
Okay.
want
I knew
to
how to feed
Yeah.
her.
What about you, Brittany? Who like how was your overall support?
for my last one, or
Yeah.
on my last one.
For your last one, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. My mother-in-law was here
Oh,
and
wow.
she did majority of the stuff, but it was my third C-section. So
Hmm.
it looked like I never had a C-section. I was
Oh
doing everything. I was
Wow.
man.
yelled at for doing everything. So like,
That,
Oh
just at
mm,
surgery, you need to sit down. And I'm like, I can't sit down.
yeah.
I have two kids. I have three kids
You
now. I
have to
need to
move.
be done.
Yeah,
But
mm,
yeah.
I definitely am happy to hear because with Dorcas, right?
yeah,
Dorcas.
yeah,
Dorcas,
yeah, you
yeah.
got it.
Okay. I don't want to. I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry. um,
Okay.
I think that postpartum thing is very hard. I had postpartum with my first one for years, and I never seeked help. So
Mm,
I love hearing that you had that support and you talked to friends, and
yeah.
because of my whole overall experience, I didn't get help for like 2 or 3 years afterwards.
Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I feel like when you have a kid and you waited for a long time, you just think that, you know, you're supposed to be strong because you just had a baby and you're the mom, you're
Yeah,
supposed to take care
Exactly.
of everything.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But inside your head you're like, oh, I'm not strong if I say that there's something wrong with me. And I've
Right.
realized, and I found that out, that it's okay to be imperfect
To
when
need
you're a
something.
kid.
Yeah,
You need
yeah,
things as much as the kid does.
yeah,
So
Yeah. True.
yeah. For
Ah,
me, I
sorry,
think
excuse me. I
yeah,
forgot to mention another thing. The
okay.
hospital used to call to check up on me as well.
Man,
Then
you,
another thing, yeah. Then my husband used to take me
wow.
out when my baby was like 4 months old. Apart from the well baby visits we used to go out
Yeah,
for, I'll just go to maybe the sea or just go anywhere, just sit down and watch nature and see, and I'll just feel better and then get back to the house and I'll be revived.
yeah. Brittany, did the hospital call you? They did not call me.
Oh, the hospital never called me.
Oh, they didn't call me. They are very busy.
No.
Wow.
Even with the breastfeeding, they called.
Wow.
Here, Qatar is like a small city. So Qatar is not that big. So I think that's why they are able to accommodate everyone.
That's really
great.
good. That's
good.
That's
really good.
I will say WIC calls you though.
Yeah,
WIC is a supporter like that.
Yeah, healthcare system is on point. Number one, yeah. I think number one in the world, top most in the world. Yeah.
Don't put that so close to your head, baby.
And they were all free. They were all free. Even when you have your baby. Yeah. Even with the C-section, it was free. Like
That's
I only
really
had
awesome.
to pay for the bed space, like the days I spent there. That's the only thing I had to pay for. Yes. As far as you are a resident.
For my baby, I think still counting is already about $10,000. Still counting, because every day they keep bringing bills in the mail. The anesthesiologist had a bill. The prenatal, neonatal, everybody had a bill. So
that's a lot.
Mine
was 1,000 naira. 100 reals, like 1,000 naira for one night.
Wow. Wow. And we have insurance. This is plus insurance. And also with insurance, I could only stay 3 days in the hospital. Otherwise, I'll have to pay as from the first day. So even though my blood pressure was still high, I had to go home. Because we couldn't afford to pay per day payments for the hospital. That was too much money. Too much.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
They had the same thing with me. They had me just as the hospital bill, and then they broke it down to the anesthesiast and everything.
They didn't charge me for the anesthesia. All those things we don't pay for. And I've had a surgery before when I had ectopic pregnancy. They didn't charge me for the surgery, nothing. The only thing I paid for was for the bed space, which is like 1,000. That's like 100 reals is like is it
like 1,000 naira?
Is it like no? I mean in dollars. I wanted to calculate in dollars, but it's really small. Is it up to 50? I don't. Is it up to $50?
Probably not.
Yeah. So it was really They didn't charge. I did ectopic pregnancy surgery. I did they removed ovarian cyst in the other side. Nothing was charged apart from healthcare. As far as you are a resident, healthcare is very affordable here. It's very accessible. Very accessible.
That's wonderful. That is really, really good.
That's amazing.
Because they break it down and the thing is, for me, this is the same thing with this days of stays. Like, you can only stay. They made me stay the 4th day because my for my last one, my incision, my staples were coming out of it.
Oh my god!
So but at the last day, I was like, can I leave? I actually took my bedding off my bed and sat in the chair because I was like, you need to discharge me. I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, because after that 3rd day, it's all on you. It's all on you.
Yeah.
So it's expensive. For my own overall support, I would say I think I had a great one. Luckily, my mom lives here in the US. Wow. So she came one time. She spent a month here. She's gonna come again and spend another month. So she's here to give me a break. I'm in Virginia. My mom's in Maryland, so not too far from here.
Wow.
Yeah, and also because I had my baby like 3 weeks earlier, I wasn't ready. My house wasn't ready. My nursery wasn't ready. My husband, my husband's relatives, they came, they cleaned the house. They helped with the nursery. Nice. Yeah, very nice. So even even till now, I still get support. They want to give me everything, and they have my husband's sister has grandkids, so they still have like clothes my baby can wear. So I'm getting a lot of support. Yeah. So
that's amazing.
if I want to talk to anybody about the process, it's okay. They're willing to teach me. They're willing to listen. So and my husband too. He's excited about the baby. So and he at the moment now he has the baby while we're talking and having this conversation.
Same here.
Yeah. So I think I'm a lucky one, and it's always nice to get that support, because even with the support, sometimes you're like, this is too much. The baby's always asking. The baby's always needing. The baby's always wanting something.
Demanding.
He doesn't care if you're hungry or if he doesn't care. He just wants what he wants.
That's the reality.
Yeah, that's the reality.
You don't know whether you are eating or not. If you have eaten since morning.
Yeah, he doesn't care. If he's hungry, give me food. I want to eat. Yeah. And that's why now, looking back, and looking around, I give kudos to single mothers or single fathers. It's a big job. It's not something that's easy to do. You need some kind of strength. You need support. You need help to be able to take care of a child. And some people have multiple kids. Some people have 5 children at one time, or 4 or 3. One is a big job. Imagine multiplying it by 2 or 3 or 4. So support is good, and kudos to those single mothers who don't get the support they need, because it's a lot of work. Okay, so we're almost getting there. We're almost ending, because we know our babies are asking for us. Now that you're a mother, has your thoughts and experiences changed your perception from before you had your first child? Brittany, now that you're a mother, has your thoughts and experiences changed your perception from before you had your first child?
Yes, it's really changed me as an individual. It's changed everything about me. It's actually grew me more of a stronger person. It's made me more patient, of course, and also just more hands down, like what is it, more, like less judgmental of the world, more relaxed, and just kind of go with the flow, because kids are notorious to do whatever they want to do at the time, especially 2-year-olds. So that's what was going on a few minutes ago, that she had a moment. So let's just call it a moment.
True.
But they definitely have changed me, but they have grown me to be a stronger person. And through that experience, I actually I've experienced something lately that I want to totally change my foundation of who I am and make myself better for them as a mom and as an individual. Because once you rebuild yourself, you have all those traits from like when you're growing and your mom or your dad or anything else. I said, I want to rebuild my foundation and make sure that, because I'm trying to do more of a natural approach right now to our gentle approach to parenting, where I'm from, they don't believe in that. So I'm kind of rebuilding my foundation and doing different things. So it has taught me to kind of look outside the box and become better for them and for myself.
What about you, Dorcas?
Okay. For me, wow, where do I start? You know how you feel that you've known so much, you've learned a lot, you've known a lot, and then you realize that You
I don't
didn't
know
know
anything.
anything. Yeah,
You
just
become
that
mom.
thing.
Yeah.
was, and it's like this. You when you think, oh, there are some things you cannot do. There
Right.
are some obstacles you cannot overcome. There are some things you cannot just do. But
Right.
in the process, you realize that you are embedded with so much ability, much more than you thought,
And
or
you
things
think,
that you
oh
are
yeah,
capable of.
oh yeah,
Exactly.
oh yeah, oh
So
yeah.
before I got pregnant, I used to take mothers lightly. In fact, now I
Mm.
have I have so much respect for my
Respect
mom,
for mother. Oh yeah.
more than
Yes.
what it used to be. And
Yeah.
I respect other mothers a lot, much more
Yeah.
than when it was when I wasn't pregnant. So during pregnancy, I thought, wow, women are strong, women are
Yeah.
this. But when I had my baby, in fact, the respect for women, for mothers in general, grew from like this. When I was pregnant, it was like this. But when
Yeah.
I had
When
my
you had
baby,
your baby.
so
Yeah.
to me, I think it's like a school. I would
Yeah.
always refer motherhood to like a school
Oh
that you
yeah.
don't get to graduate from.
No.
I'm
You
telling
learn
you.
every
Because
day.
you
Yeah.
still, yeah. And
Yeah.
I've learned a lot. Number one, just like Brittany said, patience. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
I work in a school. I think
Yeah.
I thought I had patience.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I had
Until you
my
had your
baby.
baby. Yeah.
I mean, at times, even
Yeah.
my husband was just few hours my husband would stay with our toddler. He will like,
Yeah.
had it been it was another person's child, he would have
Yeah.
because of the thing.
Yeah. The
That
things the
patience.
kids do.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That patience when it comes to
Yeah.
kids, patience.
Yeah.
Then another thing I've learned is like initially when I check up on my friends, the ones that have babies, I was always like just about them. Can you hear me?
I can hear
Okay.
you. Yes.
It was just I'll talk to them. I don't bother to ask about their kids or
Mm.
to check. But now I
You
have to
ask.
ask. Yes, it's like a point of duty. I have to ask and send love, hugs, kisses to them. So
Yeah.
then another thing I learned is that um when it comes since I became a mom, I have to be intentional about parenting.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be like the things, all those, because sometimes you find yourself doing those things that maybe you didn't wish your parent did to you, or the kind the way
Mm.
parents were parenting, or your mother handled some issues when it comes to you. You
Yeah.
didn't like those things, and
Yeah.
automatically you find yourself doing. I have to
Doing the
be
same thing.
conscious.
Yeah.
Yes, you find
Yeah.
yourself doing those things, so I have to
Yeah.
be intentional
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
parenting, how I
Yeah.
address issues, how I do
Yeah.
things, how I
Yeah.
react
Yeah.
to when my toddler or my baby is doing something, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I do, those things that I didn't want my parents to do to
To do
me,
to you.
because
Yeah.
probably in my parents' era, that is what they knew.
That's what they
That is
knew.
how best
Yeah.
they knew how to parent or what to do. So
Yeah.
me now as a mom, I didn't like those things, and I
Yeah.
try not to repeat those things.
What they did.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
change them.
Yeah.
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 So I have to like that's why I say it's like a school. You learn
Yeah.
every day.
Every day.
You like because when they are born, initially it was just you.
Yeah.
Your responsibility has increased.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you don't think about yourself
Yeah.
alone. You think
Yeah.
about
The
your child.
baby.
You
Yeah.
think about you look out for the best thing for
For the
you
baby.
for
Yeah.
the baby. So you
Yeah.
want the best for your child. So
Yeah.
now the responsibility has is increased. In
Yeah.
fact, your prayer life, your prayer point has increased. Now, if you
Everything
were
has
praying for
increased.
yourself, now, in
Yeah.
fact, that now I see motherhood as the purest love ever on earth.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
a mom, like as a mother, the love you have for your child,
Yeah.
that is the purest love
Is the
ever in the
purest
world.
love. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
changed so much about me. Like
Yeah.
becoming a
Yeah.
mom changed so much, a lot. Changed me a lot, yeah.
From
So
before you became a mom. Yeah, it's
yeah,
a difference. Okay,
and yeah.
what about you, Brittany? Sorry, what am I saying? What about what about you? What kind now that you're a mother, like how has your thoughts and experiences changed your perceptions from before you had your first child?
Before oof, I was scared to have my third kid. I was petrified because I was literally scared to have a girl. I was literally
Hmm.
scared. I was like, a little
Hmm.
mini me, I am devastated.
Hmm.
Like her, I gave my mom a lot of
Kudos.
issues, I would say.
Yeah.
So with my first one was a boy. I was very excited. My love grew. I have a really good bond with him, and I have a
Yeah.
really good bond with all three of my kids.
Yeah.
When I first initially had my second one, everybody's like, how do you know what cry is which, and like, how do you know like um what you're doing? And I said, I kind of am like I'm like attached to him, I guess, because every pregnancy was so different for me. I was
Hmm.
like I felt different things.
Hmm.
So when I was pregnant with my first one, I felt like goofy and silly and like
Hmm.
just like out adventurous and stuff. But with my second one, I felt like a firecracker. Like she was
Yeah.
very adventurous. With my third one, I just wanted to be around flowers and outdoor stuff. So
Wow.
it was like a calming feeling, and so my love grew with each one. But for me, I definitely get frustrated sometimes, and
Right.
because I don't give all of my attention to all of them at one time, because because I homeschool
Yeah.
my oldest. I have to take time for each one to get their
Of the
attention.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's frustrating because I'm like, I feel bad as a mom because I love
Right.
them so much and I want them to have
The best.
everything. Yes, and
Yes.
oh, it breaks my heart sometimes because I'm like, I have to give all of you guys, and like sometimes they want their attention before their time, and I'm giving it,
Yeah.
and it's like, listen, mommy's gonna do something with you, let's do something together. And usually they're at totally different, like they're at 5 and 2, so they're at the, oh, I'm gonna fight with my brother
Yeah.
and fight with my
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
So
That age.
yes, with
Yeah.
2-year-olds, I definitely give a lot of patience to 2-year-old moms. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah, true.
I have such love, and well, I think my third one was just understanding about the world, less judgment on like what we have to do as mothers. Like
Right.
my last one was like, you know how you go into somebody's house and you're like, oh my gosh, it's a mess and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
so
judge. Yeah.
yeah, so I think I relaxed more with my third one. Like my house is messy, and I
Yeah.
was like, "You can come on in. I live here,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this is what
Yeah.
I live here
Yeah.
24/7."
Natural.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
but before
It happens
somebody came home,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
before somebody
think
came home with my second and my first one, I was cleaning. Like I'm not
right.
gonna lie, I'm cleaning. You got it. I was looking nice, but my third one, I was like, I'm sorry, but we live here. I mean,
Right.
they don't
This
they
is
don't
us.
stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And
Yeah. Also,
yes.
okay. So also, I wanted to add, like, initially, before I became a mom, I used to
Right.
judge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that, but I have to
Yeah.
be real here. Maybe I go to someone's house, and maybe after the baby had finished eating, they didn't wipe the baby's mouth. The food is there,
Yeah.
and some places are messy. The house is messy. I'm always like, please.
Yeah.
I won't say it today. I would just tell my husband.
In your mind.
Mhm. I'll tell my husband, This house is messy," or "You didn't clean the baby's mouth." You know, the
Yeah.
funny thing is that my husband would always tell me, "Wait till you have
You
your
get
own."
yours. Yes. Yes.
And really, that is what happened. I'm like, oh, to all the people I have always like done, I am
Yeah.
sorry. I am sorry. I
You,
didn't know it's gonna be like this. I have just one, and it's like this. How much
yeah.
more? I mean, kudos to all the moms that have like 2, 3, 4 kids.
Yeah.
I
7,
salute you all.
12. Yeah.
I salute
Yeah.
you all. I mean, it's not
It's
easy.
not
The journey is
easy.
not easy.
Yeah.
That's why I go into intentional parenting. I do research a lot. I watch videos. When it comes to
Yeah.
parenting, motherhood, I watch videos. That's why I love watching your videos as well. Uh,
Yeah.
Ruby, I love
Re-
watching your videos.
yeah. Yeah. And Ribbyan's too. Ribbyan's world. It's all about parenting, her children, her
Yeah,
cooking.
yeah.
Yeah.
I watch
Yeah.
fire
Yeah.
video,
That's how I
fire
found
Aw.
side
you.
video and cleaning video.
I think somehow we kind of have some niches that are similar, because
Yeah,
when I
related.
found you, you were talking about your baby,
Yeah,
Dorcas,
yeah,
and then I found Ribbyan's world, it's all about children, all about
yeah,
doing the right thing for the kids. Yeah, our
yeah.
channels are very, very similar, very similar.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Okay. So this is the final question, so we can go to our babies.
Okay.
Okay. So final thoughts. Brittany, what advice about breastfeeding do you have for all the tens and thousands of would-be moms out there?
My advice would be research, learn what you can, and just don't feel pressured into what society wants you to do, and definitely just know what you want, and
Yeah.
but also be unrealistic. Like, things are gonna happen, and things that you just don't expect that are gonna happen. Some people
Right.
have like emergency surgery that they can't move out of their beds for days,
Yes.
and
Yes.
some have devastating
Yeah.
tolls.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah.
grateful that you are at, be grateful that you have the experience, and
Yeah.
also just do not have any kind of self hate for yourself. Like,
Right.
just respect your body and respect it going through the course that it does, and love yourself through the whole experience, because otherwise you will become very depressed, and you will
Right.
become very at a stage where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure as a mom, and never think you're a failure. And
Right.
I always tell new moms, I'm like, congratulations. And they're like, we haven't had the baby. I said, you made it through pregnancy. You
Right.
made it through hormones. You made it through a lot of stuff that, and a lot of people can't. And always be
Yeah.
grateful, because there's some people that can experience this. And that's why I always tell myself, when things get very hard with breastfeeding or anything parenthood, is
Right.
that I have 3 beautiful kids, very healthy,
Mm.
and God is good. Like,
Yeah. You're grateful for that.
yes, I'm
Yeah.
grateful. So whatever problem that I have with anything else, it'll work itself out.
Yeah. It will.
It will.
Yes.
So love yourself
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So, what about you, Dorcas? What is your what are your final thoughts? What advice about breastfeeding would you have, for all the tens and thousands of would-be moms out there?
Okay. For me, I would say, um, don't pressure yourself. Allow it to flow naturally. Breastfeeding is one aspect of motherhood I love so much. I enjoy breastfeeding from the first day till now. I am still breastfeeding.
Still
I enjoy
enjoy.
it so much. Yes.
Yeah.
With breastfeeding, there's this sensation that I feel. I don't know how to put it, how to explain
Yeah.
it.
Between you and
Like,
the baby.
yes, and
Connection.
yeah, that connection is there. Like, it's as if you're, yeah, there's a stress. That stress is being released like you're free, kind
Right.
of. Yeah. So if you are not able to breastfeed, don't pressure yourself.
Hmm.
Just relax. Don't pressure yourself. At times you may feel like anyhow you feel, you can express yourself to
Yeah.
anybody, to yourself. You can just if you feel like crying, it's okay to cry. You can break down, but you have to pick yourself up again.
Right. Right.
So yeah, so just allow it to flow naturally. If you're okay to fit to breastfeed, you're okay to breastfeed, fine, you
Yeah.
breastfeed. If
Yeah.
you're not, because some people, there are people that they want to, but maybe they are working or they have other things, other
Or not even
engagements that,
producing enough milk.
yeah,
Yes.
not
Could
even
be anything. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. So don't even if someone should judge you, don't dwell on that.
Right. Right.
Do what you feel like doing.
Right.
Do what you know it's okay for you. You feel like doing. So
Right.
don't pressure yourself at all,
Right.
and enjoy whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Do it with
Yeah.
pride. So
Yeah. Huh?
that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But if you
So,
can, try to, because there
right.
are a lot of benefits in it.
So I just want to say, you guys have been amazing. This was an amazing topic, which I really enjoyed talking about, as a new mother, and talking to Ribbyan's Brittany as a mother who's been there, 3 times over, and talking to you, Dorcas, as well. You're a new mother as well. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of experience on the table right now between the three of us. And I hope
Yeah.
that mothers out there, or would be mothers, can learn from our conversation today. And
Yeah.
I'm going to leave a link to your channels, both of you, in the description box so people can connect with you. And we're always going to keep doing things together. This is not the end of our conversation, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, we're channels that will always collaborate one way or the other. And if you
Yeah.
need me to come to your channel, I will be there. We just have to
Okay.
set convenient times. So I just want to say thank you again for coming. And I am going to upload this video, I think in January, because with all the festivities happening, we're doing like Christmas stuff and New Year stuff. But I think
Yeah.
I'll upload it in January, and I'm gonna, like, I don't think it's 1 hour 34 minutes, so it's not gonna be one video. I think it's gonna be like 3 videos in a row. So
Okay.
yeah, I love you guys. I love your channels, and
Thank
I'm
you
glad I'm
so much.
connected with
Aw,
you.
so
Thank
much.
Yeah,
you for
Thank you for the
having us. Thank you
experience.
so much.
yeah,
Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I'm so happy that we were able to do this at last,
yeah,
even though what
yeah.
happened
We did
previously.
right.
I'm so
I
sorry
just,
Yeah,
about that, and thank
I'm
you
always
so
having
much
something
for
going on
having
over
us,
here.
for having me.
I know.
No,
Yeah,
I really
don't
enjoyed
have
this.
that. Put that back.
yeah. So thank you so much. We're gonna be in touch, and we always
Yeah,
talk on Instagram anyway, so we're gonna be in touch definitely.
yeah, sure.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I do like. I want to say I do apologize if I show you the floor and stuff because it's
No, that's
just a lot over
okay.
here.
That's
I
okay.
mean, home
I
of
have most of
three.
them right here.